Okay, so I just loaded into the game. I'm glad I'm recording this ahead of time because my recording software really didn't like it when I changed from the resolution of the loading screen to the resolution of this. It popped up some weird error. And anyway, we're in now. So like I said, I already did the preparing carefully. I selected these colonists. I'm going to show them to you right now. Loaded into the game. I'm just going to go through and show you a little bit of the colonists. Now, if anyone who's played RimWorld before, this probably looks way different. All these tabs are still the same. Well, most of them. All these tabs are still the same here. This basically shows a lot of the information that's on all of these tabs. I'm going to use this because it shows a little more detail about the things here. But so let's go through our colonists here, or tribal peoples here. Bio. So first is Sonoma. She is a fast learner with a great memory, which means she loses unused skills, or she loses skills at half the rate everyone else does. And she's also sanguine, which is a mood bonus. For those who are not familiar with RimWorld, skills range from 0 to 20. Any skills over 10 slowly decay. The closer they are to 20, the faster they decay. But she's got passions and a bunch of things, which is a base learning rate of like normally if you have no passion, it's learning rate of 35%. If you have a single flame of passion, you learn at 100%. Two flames of passion, you learn at 150%. But she's a fast learner, so that's even higher than that. But basically, by end of the game or even middle of the game, she's going to be pretty close to maxed out on most of these. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to keep up 5 things at 20, but we'll see. And then shooting, she's a little bit passionate about that, to be able to be good at some form of fighting. She's going to stay out of melee. She's going to be an indoor kid and do all the nerdy stuff here. And who else we got? We got May. I think you said May, who's a jogger, so she's fast, sanguine, so she's happy, and iron-willed, so she doesn't have mental breaks. Good at shooting, melee a little bit, plants, animals a little bit, medicine and social. So she's going to be primarily plant growing, and then probably during the winters do some caravan runs to bring stuff to sell to other places. The plants will help her forage for food if there's anything to forage. Shooting and melee to protect herself. Medical to patch her up, and a little bit of social to get some slightly better prices for our exports than we would otherwise. And then this guy, Ashikadagan Elastinat, which I nicknamed Ashcan. If anyone's played any of the, what are those, Elder Sign, and then what is that big cooperative Call of Cthulhu one? But the same characters in all those Fantasy Flight games. He's a masochist, which means if he's in pain, he actually is happier. He's a brawler, which makes him really good at melee, and not good at shooting. Better melee chance to hit. Tough, so he takes less damage, and nimble, so he's better at dodging. So he's going to be frontline combat, and I'm going to armor him up, and he's going to be pretty hard to take down. He's also a Muffalo shaman, so he's good at, that gives him bonuses to melee and social. Social's not as big of a thing. He's mostly going to be doing, when he's not fighting, he's going to be doing construction and mining. And then if there's none of that to do, he's going to be the primary caretaker of the animals. He's also going to be, training or taming any animals that we want to do so with. Nuna is sanguine, so happy all the time, fast learner, jogger. She's going to be doing planting, cooking, crafting, and medical. I've got a few people who are skilled at medical. Basically everybody is going to be pretty good at medical. Medicine's important because all we're going to have for medicine is heal root. We're not going to have the fancier ones that you would normally get in RimWorld. And then my last guy is the monk. He is kind. He's an ascetic, so he doesn't care if he's in a crappy bedroom or eating raw food. He's asexual, and he's a night owl. He's going to be, cooking at night, doing some hauling and stuff, helping out with planting and animals and other, I don't want to say lower skilled work, but more manual labor is what I'm looking for. He's also fairly good at shooting and construction, so he's going to be doing a lot of construction along with Ashcan. What I usually do when I load into this game before I even unpause is go through all the tabs. So I'm going to show you the work tab. I set this up already because I do a lot of tedious micromanaging and finicky stuff. Everyone's set for firefighter at the highest priority. Everyone's set for patient at the highest priority unless they're a doctor. Then they've got doctoring as I'll put him on there just in case all the other main doctors are gone. So I don't know if you can really see this here, but this shows one flame of passion. This shows 2 flames of passion. So generally I'm putting people doing things that they're passionate about, even if they're not good at it. He's passionate about social. He's not particularly good at it yet. Passionate about growing, not particularly good at it yet, but they'll get good at it because they'll learn it very quickly. Bed rest, everyone's at second highest priority. Patient is when they're injured to go to bed so they can get treated. Bed rest, I might turn this down a little bit, we'll see, is resting to, instead of doing anything else, to recover faster. Priority hauling is higher priority than the regular hauling. I'm sure I'm going to turn that up a notch except for on our nerd here. Basic tasks, flicking switches and releasing prisoners, interacting with machines, although we're not going to have many of those. Wardening is taking care of prisoners and trying to recruit them, handling animals, entertaining guests, which probably not going to have any for a little while at least. Cooking, hunting. Everyone's got the lowest priority hunting except for Ashcan, and that's mostly because there'll be like a little notification here saying if a hunter doesn't have a ranged weapon equipped. So people get knocked down, I'll get a notification that they don't have a ranged weapon equipped when they drop their weapon and then get, carried off to bed to remind me to have them pick up a weapon again. Fishing, Ashcan's going to do that if he runs out of other stuff to do. Constructing, we got 2 constructors. Growers, we got a bunch of growers. 1 miner is all we need. Plant cutting, crafting, other stuff, hauling and cleaning. Going through the other tabs, manager, we'll look at that later. Restrict. Right now, the monk, since he's a night owl, is set to be asleep at night. Right now, we're going to turn that. I'm going to actually copy these settings, and then I'm going to turn that off just so he's doesn't go to sleep immediately. I could restrict them to certain areas. I'm not going to do that with the people. I could assign them different outfits or food restrictions. I'm not worried about that at the moment. The animals, I am going to restrict to area 1 and to set that zone of area 1 to, okay, I'm just going to set it to right here for now. Let's see. That's good enough for now. I'll fiddle with it a little more once we unpause the game. Wildlife, we got some wildlife. There's a bunch of muffalo here. There's a warg somewhere. So he might try to prey on us, and then some hares and snow hares around. So this is actually I'll show you that in just a second. Research tree is set up a little bit different. I've got a mod that lets me queue up research instead of having it stop once I finish researching the first thing. All of this stuff under electricity we're not going to touch. We're not going to do any electricity. We are going to start with probably we got the tribal essentials, that's good. What am I looking for? Advanced or complex furniture. Where's the complex clothing? Oh, I guess we'll start with complex furniture for now. Oh, there's complex. Oh, we need basic workbenches first. Yeah, we'll do that. Basic workbenches and then complex clothing. And that's the research showing I've got stuff queued up. Guess we don't have to worry about the world. I'm going to show that. So this is a world that is 20% rendered just to keep the area smaller. It's set for very dry and very, very cold and fairly dry. And so this up here is ice sheet. Most of this is tundra. There's not a lot of people in the tundra because I've got a realistic planets mod that makes people opt for more habitable climates. This is temperate desert, and extreme desert. The history is blank, but factions is what we want to look at. So that's us. Whoops. And then these yellow are actually 3 different groups. I wish they were differentiated better. That are all neutral to us, but they'll be friendly with us after we start trading with them. This green one is actually hostile, which is counterintuitive, I know. And then this red one are permanently hostile. These guys will slowly drift towards more hostile, I think, until they get to -80. We can try to become friends with them after we become friends with the other ones, and keep sending them gifts and stuff like that. They'll be harder to keep as friends, but these guys will be hostile no matter what. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go back to the game. I'm going to scroll back a little bit and so our first priorities are going to be food and shelter. We've got some food built up. So shelter is going to be our primary thing, and then we're going to start planting some stuff. And we might as well get started on both at once since we got 5 people. Other thing we want to do before we unpause the game is have everyone equip a weapon. Give you a weapon. You're going to get this melee weapon. You're going to get a weapon. You're going to get a weapon. I don't know if there's another weapon for you. Is there something there? Oh, no, another. Okay, monk, you're going to take that. You're going to take this. Is that right? Monk is got some melee. Monk's got more melee than anyone else, yeah. So we are going to build a roof area right here. Generally you want to be careful building a roof area too far away from supports, because otherwise it'll just collapse on your head. And we're going to order people to, we're going to order orders, allow all, and have them haul them to, the stockpiles that we need to create. We're going to have a stockpile just for everything right here. We're also going to create a dumping stockpile. Now that's probably an ancient danger, so that's going to be awkward. Dumping stockpile there. I'll fiddle with those later. But right now I'm going to order the deconstruction of these walls. And this wall. And we're also going to go to floors and remove the floors here of these ruined structures. Unpause, and everybody should get to work. Actually, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. Whoa, pop-up alerts. Need warm clothes, need beds, hunter lacks ranged weapon. Oh, there's another short bow. Okay. And we're also going to start setting up a growing zone, because might as well get that started. We're going to start with some rice here. And once stuff gets deconstructed, we're going to, we might not want to wait. We're going to build it out of wood, even though wood's going to be fairly scarce. What am I looking for? Structures. Wooden wall. Oh, so this is a bone wall. That's interesting. How are they for health-wise? Malnutrition. Okay. But they're not getting cold yet. So one other mod that, if you're familiar with RimWorld, this is how their gear list normally shows up. It says what they've got, and if the name's really long, it might not even show the quality level. how much they're carrying, what their comfortable temperature range is, which right now it is 8 degrees Celsius, 48 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a mod to get to show both. This mod here gives you more of like an RPG style inventory, and I think that's what it's called. It tells you what the protection is against the various different sharp, blunt, and heat damage, what their comfortable temperature range is, and then these are, you know, colored in RPG fashion in terms of rarity levels. So these guys are deconstructing this slate. We're going to build a wall out of slate. Yep. This interior one we're going to make wooden door and bit of slate wall. We're going to set this up as going to be our everything room right now. Furniture, sleeping spots, you're all going to be wedged in here together, unfortunately. Table here. Yep, here. Wooden stool. We're going to have a campfire, which is under power. No. Miscellaneous. Temperature. Campfire. The circle shows where they're going to be working at it from. So they can use this stool to both work at the campfire and sit at the table. Right now it is 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius. They're a little chilly, but not uncomfortably so. So if you look at their needs, right now they're eating without a table. They're in an unsightly environment. Someone was upset that it was dark. He's upset that he's a night owl during daytime. I'm sorry, buddy. Once we're done constructing, I'll let you get to sleep. Okay, this is walled up. Right now the temperature outdoors is 15 degrees Celsius. Right now it's 22 inside, so that's good. What are they doing? Are they wandering around? Oh, he's deconstructing. What are you doing? Wandering. Okay. I mean, that's something that you can do to get your recreation up. So everyone's got different needs, these bars, rest, recreation. I'm not really using this because this is brand new to me. I like that it's all in one spot. This is nice because it gives you a little more detail about where those little moodlets are coming from. This tells you where they're coming from and when they're going away. Initial optimism, they get a +10 boost for a few days. But let's see. Okay. Orders. I can have you, no, floors. That's what we want to do. Remove these floors to get those resources. Remove these floors to get those resources. Okay. So we've got sleeping spots. We've got... should probably get the food inside. Orders, zone, stockpile zone. For storage of clear all but foods. And preferred. We're going to set a dumping stockpile zone for not rotted animal corpses, and then we're going to get to work on doing some hunting wildlife. Where are these muffalo? Down there. Okay. Could be a little dangerous hunting the muffalo, but we're going to need some wool. Okay, what do we got? I guess everybody but Ashcan. We're going to draft into a hunting party. Ashcan, you're going to still work on doing some construction, which is good. I'm going to turn on drafted hunt. There's a... Yeah, ancient danger. That's... Someday some sapper is going to... I'm going to set this area as my base. Someday some sapper is going to drill right into there, and it's going to be kind of rough. Actually, I'm going to turn off drafted hunt. I'm just going to manually... Do they all have bows? You don't have a bow. Okay. So you gear, drop that bow. You take up that bow, and you're going to equip that. Okay, so you two constructors are going to be not drafted. You guys are going to be drafted. Okay. Health on you, you're bleeding out in 13 hours. Probably less than that now. 8 hours. I just don't I want to avoid getting all of these Muffalo to aggro on me. That would be bad. Good. Okay. Undraft, you are going to finish off this Muffalo. Respect to you, my Muffalo. We will use every part of you. Undraft, and... Oops. No, I drafted you again. That's what happened. Haul this Muffalo. Let's craft a structure, production. Oh, I can't do any crafting tables yet. So yeah, this is just going to be a butchering spot. Oh, they've got little icons now from that mod. I forgot about that. We're going to have a butchering spot right out here. We're going to have a crafting spot inside. Make another wooden stool. This butcher spot, we are going to add a bill to butcher creatures forever. Whoop, we want to turn off animal corpses from there. Oh, why? You're still drafted. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Inside, we're up to 28 degrees, 82 Fahrenheit. So that's good because it's 65 degrees outside, and the sun's going to be setting, so it's going to be getting colder. Construction botched. Why do you have to botch? Okay, we got 96 limestone blocks. Let us build blueprints. No, structure. Limestone wall. Yeah, we'll close it off on that end. If we need to open it from this end, we will. We should probably mine some of this steel. Steel is going to be better for building doors out of. Save our wood for heating. If it's unroofed, it'll deteriorate, but... Oh, that started to deteriorate already, didn't it? I'll move the medicine in here. Order zone, stockpile zone for the medicine. Preferred for not food. Oh, I forgot I had this mod that adds a search bar. gotta open it that way. Yeah, herbal medicine. Cool. If you hear weird clickety-clacking, it's my WASD keys, so sorry about that. Oh, I don't like it that it's facing that way. That's annoying. Fortunately, I can deconstruct it. And we'll put it over there so it's facing upright, just so it looks a little bit better. Production, crafting spot. There we go. Now it's upright. Okay, so I've got a mod that's trying to create rich soil out of compost, but there's no... Probably an easier way to mass select and do that. But okay, so they're planting some rice that we're gonna need. Everybody's sleeping except Monk, who's happy to be awake at this time. I'm going to go back to the restrictions, paste back in his sleep schedule that he prefers. These other people, I'm going to take off a little bit of their sleep at the end just in case they're sleeping quickly. I'm going to give everyone an assigned communal rec hour. I generally like to give 2, but I'm going to wait to expand it to 2 until we get some of the initial stuff. But people are pretty happy. Recreation fully satisfied, initial optimism, spacious interior. Oh, they're flirting and they're not one-sided flirting. Awful barrack, yeah. So, one thing... Oh, actually, they added just recently the ability to... Oh yeah, harvest fully grown. So I'm just going to comb the map and chop down any fully grown trees or any fully grown berry bushes. Fully grown heel root. Just do a sweep while they're sleeping. And chop down, harvest anything that's fully grown to get some wood, berries, and maybe even some heel root. Is any of this heel root fully grown? That is. Okay. So I'm not planning on going super long tonight, maybe about an hour or so, but I just wanted to get some of the basics set up, explain what I'm doing, so that I get that out of the way, and then I'll probably stream later live and people can chat with me or ask questions, hang out. That didn't quite get finished because we didn't have enough slate, but that's okay. It still counts as complete even though the corner's missing. It just looks crappy. I do want to fix that, but once we get this slate pulled in, yeah, I'll leave this set for slate and this as well, for that matter. I'm going to expand this zone. I might as well, or I'll wait till I have the steel. So one other mod that I've got that I really like is this blueprints mod. Oh, please tell me it's saved. Yeah, oh yes, cool. I'm going to build a great hall. Now, there's different ways to manage your colonist's mood. Ooh, this will fit. That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, it overlaps that a little bit. So we'll move it down just a smidge. Yes. Yes, there. It lets you save them. Like I designed this in a previous game and I saved it and imported it. I thought I had a bedroom, but I guess I don't. Okay. This was designed to be built out of sandstone. I don't have sandstone, but I've got it laid out and planned out. If I get some sandstone, it'll go right to that. limestone, bone ash, bone. I got 93 bone from after butchering the Muffalo. Thank you, Muffalo. Crafting. I can craft some stuff. Journal, tribal headdress, war mask, deer skull mask, bone armor. Let's make some war masks. Or I guess let's make 50 bone each for a skull mask. That's a lot. War mask can be made out of bone for 25 each. Okay, let's make everybody a bone mask so that they've got some headgear, provide some protection to their heads. It also, these war masks are a tribal item that increases their pain shock threshold, so it makes them less likely to collapse from pain. What else do I want to plot out while they're sleeping? I'll increase the speed while they're sleeping here, so they sleep faster. We're going to put a growing zone for heal root. I don't have anyone who can plant heal root yet, but someone will soon, I'm sure, hopefully. Plants 4, maybe not quite so soon as I want. So in that case, we're going to set who's got the best growing. You do. We're going to have you do all of the growing just so that you get the most practice and training here. Let's expand this zone a little bit. Muffalo zone. We're going to manage this area, rename grazing. Okay. And then we're going to expand the grazing area to down here. And we're going to, whoops, clear allowed area here. We're going to make some animal sleeping spots so that they'll sleep in the same spot, and if they get injured they can get brought there to be tended. How many do I have? 4? Okay, that should be good. I will build an extra one just in case. A couple extra in case we tame some or they have babies. Orders, floors. We're gonna rip up these floors. What type of wood what type of rocks do I have here? Limestone mostly. Some granite. Granite and limestone. Okay. Mine this out. Mine off that little nubbin. Okay, Ashcan's doing some mining, that's good. Now, let's look at this manager again. This tells you what everybody's doing. Hauling berries, making war mask, digging at granite, sleeping. Oh, I didn't actually tell this to make meals, did I? That would help. Cook simple meals, do until you have 10. Yep. Ingredient radius, smaller. Don't want to go running all over creation for that. And once you make it, drop it on the floor. If you're cooking, focus on cooking, not hauling. Someone else can hopefully do the hauling. And if not, you're dropping it right inside where someone can pick it up and grab it. Actually, pause that. We are not going to... We're just going to make the simple meals with meat. Because meat doesn't last super long. Spoils in 23 hours. These berries will last 14 days. Plus the berries can be eaten raw. Especially by a monk who doesn't really care. He's eating a simple meal anyway. Okay. Whatever. Do what you want, buddy. Okay. We've got a good amount of limestone and some bone ash. You want to do bone pillars? Structure. Bone wall. Okay, we'll make bone pillars in the middle here. Well, that's bone, not bone ash. Oh, bone china wall. Okay. We'll make some bone pillars in the center. And then we'll start building the outside out of limestone. So rooms have different stats. I'm actually going to toggle room stats display. Yeah. So it's based on a number of component factors. Impressiveness is the total. It's based on the wealth. I don't know why there's so much... Well, I guess a lot of little things add wealth. Space, beauty, and cleanliness. This one is also awful. This one's even awfuler because the beauty's really bad. Oh, actually, a couple things we can do for beauty. Let us... can we put a growing zone in here? No. But we can put a growing zone in here. This will help us skill up quite a bit on planting if we just plant daylilies here. That'll help people skill up on planting. So ideally we want a good dining room and good rec room. Do we have recreation? Don't. Recreation. We're going to have the hoopstone ring. We'll put that outside. People will use that for recreation, fulfill their outdoor needs, although that's not really an issue at this early in the game. This is a gathering spot, so there's... What types of recreation do these people think they have? Ooh. Alright, let me pause this for a second. Need warm clothes. Yep. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Okay, yeah, we want to build a bow. We want to make a recurve bow, yeah, if we can. What? That's weird. Is it not gonna... Let's try a short bow. Yeah, there we go. We'll make a short bow with 30. We'll make it out of bone. Make a couple bone short bows out of muffalo bone. What happens if I try this recurve bow now? Will it show up the ingredients? It's doing something weird. Okay. Maybe I don't have that research yet, but it's still listed there for some bizarre reason. We're going to make 2 bone short bows, and then we'll make some bone armor. That's weird. I'm going to have to see if that might be bugged or something. We'll see what's going on with that. But I was going to look at what these people have. Oh, Hunter lacks range weapons. They need defenses twice. Yeah, ancient danger. Yeah, I know about that. Defenses would be good. I really do want to sort of wall this whole section off. Ooh. This Muffalo's dead. We should haul him. How does Muffalo die? Did I shoot him as well? Oh, warg. The warg bit him. Okay. Who's focusing on crafting? Oh, I don't have a research bench or spot. That's what I really need. Production. Research spot. We'll all share the same stool here. Hauling plant scraps from, oh, harvesting the berry bush. Okay, sure. Okay, so after you're done cooking simple meals out of meat, can you make pemmican? Yes. So pemmican lasts a while. We'll do that. Forever is a lot. We will go in 100, 200, 300 pemmican. Make it out of, well, yeah, whatever you can make it out of. Let's expand this a little bit. Where do we have overhead roofs? Or there's mountain roofs. If you build under mountain roofs, then you can get infestations of insects there. Insects don't sound too bad, but these insects are, some of them, the size of the muffalo, so not great. Where all the rest of the muffalo meat go? Oh yeah, don't keep food in here. Allow foods no. Okay. We're doing okay. We got some hares nearby that we could hunt for target practice. But really what I want to do is get this great hall built, and then we'll have a really impressive recreation room and an impressive dining room. Structures. Limestone wall. We're gonna have, whoops, visitors refuse until I have guest beds. We're in no shape to receive visitors. Low food, okay. Let's hunt another muffalo. We'll leave the monk behind. Isolate you off from the rest of the herd. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. He got a little too close, and he managed to aggro everybody. So, you stay there, you run, you run, you run. Ashcan, come over here. You run as well. How you doing? A little bruised, not too bad. Ooh, you gotta run now. Where are you, Ashcan? A little too far away. What's the speed on this muffalo? 4.1. What's your speed? 4.0. That's not great. Muffalo is bleeding a little bit though. How's Nuna doing? Not great. How's this Muffalo doing? Bleeding out in 11 hours. Bleeding out in 13 hours. Don't love that. Left big toe destroyed. Don't like that. That's not good. Not good. Not good. Too ambitious. I should have stayed with the Muffalo that I had. This Muffalo got slowed quite a bit, and you did not. Run away! You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand and fight, I think. Ash can intercept. Ooh, that's not good. Just lost a toe so far. Okay, get out of range. You're injured. You're a little bit injured, but you're probably happy because of that. Mood. Masochist and minor pain, yeah. Crazy son of a... Okay. Who's fast? Jogger. Yeah, so... Rescue Nuna. Ashcan. Do I have heal? Yes, I've got heal root. That's good. Okay. Ashcan, you are going to respectfully finish off this Muffalo and haul it. Sanama, you are going to haul that Muffalo. You can eat later. This Muffalo is going to be set to get finished off. This one's going to get hauled, and then we shouldn't have to go out and do that again for a while. We've got 73 blue fur. Okay, no, are you tending to him? Or do you already do that? No, you tend to Nuna. Oh, you're not a doctor? I thought you were. Oh, Nuna is doctor now. Okay, so tend to Ashcan then. Minor blood loss. Destroyed left big toe. That kind of sucks. Okay, we can name our colony and faction. Our faction is going to be the Covenant of the Blue Muffalo. Stone-Faced Valley. Nope. Crazy Mountain. Let's go with Blue Fir Bluff. Cool. Now our faction Covenant of the Blue Muffalo is in keeping with a sort of confederacy of the Black River Great Chimpanzee Coalition, Furious Crossbow Pact, Struggling Anteater Pack, Flying Okapi Covenant. Okay. Luna's recovering. That big toes kind of sucks. She's not going to be quite as fast of a jogger as she was before, but if anyone's losing a toe, I'm glad it's someone who's already faster than average. Not going to end up with someone super duper slow. That's more than 10 meals, so I guess they didn't get hauled to the stockpile. But that's fine. What other wildlife is out there? Elks, those are less likely to attack back than Muffalo. There's also hares. We could have someone hunt some of those, get some practice. I think there were some nearby too. Ooh, what was that? Oh, I've got chat bubbles on, so you can sort of see some of that, but tried to flirt and did not respond. Let's haul those into the stockpile. Said something about birthdays. This bone wall doesn't look as unappealing as I thought it was going to. Mad hare. Oh, it's that one right there. Alright, Ashcan, you're drafted. Go fight that hare. Yeah. Show that hare who's boss. And it's already in the right stockpile. It's nice. We could use some defenses. How strong are bone walls? 140? Ugh, yeah, it's not very strong. Slate blocks. Slate wall here and here with a bone door is better than... So, bone basically works the same way as wood. Which means it's not super strong, but it's quick to open, so that's why it makes for better doors. If I could put a wall up here, what's this, steel wall? Might as well deconstruct that. Orders, deconstruct this steel. Are there any bits of, what is this here? Bone china wall and floor. Is that prettier than? Let me toggle this beauty display. Ooh, yeah, that's very pretty. Maybe I should make the pillars out of that. We're going to deconstruct all of this here. And floors. Remove floors. We're going to expand this food area. Maybe that's why that stuff's not getting hauled inside. In terms of, there's a farming thing, I can make some compost bins, a little bit of wood and raw compost. I'm going to make a couple there. So we'll slowly produce some compost that'll let us turn this soil into more fertile soil. I want fertile soil to be able to grow stuff quickly. How's this rice coming along? It's coming along. What other fully grown stuff can I say to harvest? Oh, we need to haul this Muffalo in here. Say haul urgently. We're going to allow these things. Is that a bone bow? No, it's a wooden short bow. Why is it such a dark color? Okay. Oh yeah, whose doesn't have a weapon? You don't. Equip this weapon. And then haul the pemmican. Or haul the Ikwa. Okay. Ooh. Spooky tree. Well, that's pretty eerie and interesting. Well, I think I'm going to leave it on that tantalizing note. And we are going to end this session, and I'll see you guys next time.